Hi everyone, Extra Flaming here and welcome back to this video on the channel. And today guys, we are going to be doing the highest BBL scores so far of BBL 12 part number 2 in today's video. So 2 weeks ago, or a couple of weeks back, I did make highest BBL scores so far. That was part number 1, and if there was enough, I did say that I'd do part number 2. We have successfully gained enough highest scores to make a part 2. So pretty much before we get going, all I want to say is that the real criteria that I have to be involved in this list is that the score has to be over 200. So let's go ahead and hop right into things. Alright, so here we are for the first game. And it was the Adelaide Strikers versus the Melbourne Renegades, match 36 at the Adelaide Oval. And the Adelaide Strikers set 4 for 202 off their 20 overs. And their batting order in this game really did get going in a season where definitely that second top order batter alongside Matt Short hasn't gotten going. Matt Short, obviously 38 from 22, he's had a stellar season. Ryan Gibson was alright, 24 from 18. Chris Lynn, though, he was the man that really put the Strikers in front and really got them off and rolling in this one with his unbeaten 69 from just 37, showing some real class, hitting plenty of boundaries. Adam Hose, 33 from 26, has been a pretty decent recruit. Colin de Grandhomme, 32 from 16, is good for definitely some back-end, well, especially in this game, some back-end firepower. And then Thomas Kelly, 1 off 1, to give the strike back to Chris Lynn to do a little bit more damage in those last couple of overs. So, Renegades bowling-wise, now let's go ahead, have a little look at their bowling. So, Tom Rogers, none for 29 off his 4. He's actually been really good this year. David Moody, none for 43 from 4. That one was disappointing, definitely from Moody. 1 for 62 off 4 by Kane Richardson. 15.5 was his economy. Absolutely insane there by Kane Richardson. He's such a great bowler. He leads the Renegades really well. That would be one that he would like to forget, and only picking up the 1 wicket. Bowling 3 wides. That's definitely not normal Kane Richardson. Matthew Critchley, one of their overseas replacement players, he was none for 19 from his 1 over. That's extremely disappointing. Rawantha Kelapotha, that was, I'm pretty sure, his first or second game in the Big Bash. 2 for 32 from 4. That wasn't too bad. And then Will Sutherland, 1 for 16 from 3. Will Sutherland this season has been amazing. And in response to Renegades, they couldn't. They really did try. The likes of Sam Harper, Wells, Critchley and Sutherland really did try and get him going, but in the end they just could not chase down the total of 202. Alright, so the next game on the list is last night's game, match 45 at Coffs Harbour between the Sydney Sixers and the Adelaide Strikers. Now, I only did need one more game to make this list. I've had the other 3 games there for a little while. I did need one more to make this list in this video possible. And yeah, the Sixers got 203 in their 20 overs. Steve Smith returned to the Sixers. And in Steve Smith's return, he made 101 from 56, which was absolutely amazing. Curtis Patterson was just the man that just stayed out there while Steve Smith was going bang. He hit 5 fours, 7 sixes, did Steve Smith. And he didn't make the T20 World Cup team for Australia, but he's definitely put his hand up for selection now. Curtis Patterson, 43 for 33, was just the man that just stayed out there, didn't get out to lose tons of wickets. Henriquez fell pretty cheaply, and then Jordan Silk, 31 for 16, Dan Christian, 15 from 8, got the Sixers a couple of late runs to get them over that 200 mark. And then Matt Short, his bowling's been pretty good, 1 for 16 from 2. He's been a great part-time bowler for the Strikers this year. Harry Conway, none for 48 from 4, definitely wasn't his best. Henry Thornton, none for 29 from 3. Yeah, definitely surprised him not getting any wickets there. Wes Agar, 2 for 48 from 4. He's been expensive, but still did get a couple of wickets. Cameron Boyce was really impressive though. I reckon he was definitely the best bowler for the Adelaide Strikers last night. 1 for 25 off 4. He really did hold Steve Smith and Curtis Patterson back, and his overs were really influential, and including picking up a really big wicket there as well. Colin de Grandhomme, none for 22 from 2, battling a bit of an injury, so that wasn't his best night. And Ben Menenti, none for 12 from 1. If you're going to include a bowler, Ben Menenti, in your team, you've got to make sure that you're going to bowl him as much as possible. Otherwise, it's almost a bit of a wasted spot in the side. And then the Strikers 144 in their response with a very shallow batting lineup. If this top batting lineup doesn't go well, then they're going to absolutely get thumped, which was the case. Matt Short 40 from 24. He's been the sole leader for the Adelaide Strikers. Head gone for 5. Disappointing for him. Alex Carey 54 did steady the ship, and then Hose 1, DeGronholm 7, Kelly 8, Manenti 9, Boyce 5, Agar 5, Thornton 4, Conway 3. Just didn't put any runs in what was a very disappointing performance of the Strikers. So again, this list is running very similar to how it worked last time. We're starting from the smallest score from 200 all the way up to the biggest, and this is the biggest score, which we're going to go over the Hurricanes one first. 4 for 229 off their 20 is what they set against the Adelaide Strikers. The Adelaide Oval match 30. And the Hobart Hurricanes are really good. They'd had this very attacking lineup, very attacking over the past couple of games, which they played leading up into this one. And their top order, they absolutely fired. McDermott, 57 from 30, and Jewell, 54 from 25, are off and rolling really quickly. Zach Crawley, 54 from 28 as well, made very quick runs. And then Tim David at the back end, we know his power, 39 from 20, got the Hobart Hurricanes to 4 for 229 off their 20. Adelaide Strikers bowling, there wasn't really a lot to be overly thrilled about. Matt Short 1 for 34 from 4. Still not bad bowling by Short. Henry Thornton, none for 41 from 3. Not great. Harry Conway, 1 for 41 from 3. Big wicket there though. Rashid Khan, that was definitely a really big game for him. None for 25 from 4. No wicket, but still the economy. If you don't get the wicket, if you don't get wickets, you do need to focus on the economy. That's the next thing. Wes Agar, none for 39 from 2. Definitely not his bowling night. And then Colin de Grandhomme, 2 for 45 from 4. Expensive, but did pick up a couple of wickets. So that was the Hobart Hurricanes score. And now we go to the highest score of the year, which was the Adelaide Strikers, 3 for 230. This was I'm pretty sure the biggest successful chase we've had. And it was all off the bat of Matt Short's 100 not out from 59. He really did set the standard, set the target. And then Ryan Gibson, 5 from 7, just again, not good enough. But still, luckily enough, didn't cost the Strikers in the end. Chris Lynn, 64 from 29. He was the one that really got them going. If he hadn't have made 64 from 29, they definitely would have lost the game. Adam Hose, 38 from 22. That was probably one of his best innings we've seen so far from him as well. And then Colin de Grandhomme, 2 from 2, just to finish things off and give Matt Short the strike to notch a match-winning 100. And Matt Short, we've seen him so much this season do great things. But yeah, this was definitely his best performance this season so far. And that leads to the highest score so far this Big Bash tournament as well. And the highest successful run chase. We'll have a little look at the Hobart Hurricanes bowling before then we finish off. Riley Meredith, none for 43 from 4. Paddy Dooley, he was a real bright light in this one. 2 for 25 from 4. Again, kept the Strikers down. Really important. Actually bowled 3 wide, so his economy could have been under 6 as well. None for 44 from 4 from Ellis. None for 61 off 3.3 for Haim Ashraf. Mitch Owen, none for 33 from 2. Tim David, 1 for 18 from 2. Not the greatest of figures there by any Hobart Hurricanes bowler except for really David and Dooley. Now, they traced that down in 19.3 overs, and that is going to wrap up today's video. So, yeah, that's how the high scores went, and yeah, that's part 2 all done. So there we go. If I do get enough scores, I will do a part 3, which there's probably unlikely because there's not long left in the tournament. But if we do get enough high scores, I'll do a part 3 if I get 4 over 200. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Send you guys another video on the channel. Thank you guys all so much. And so bye everyone. Extra Flaming out.